Hi people, I have had my sights put into this book since the moment it came out, but until very recently I hadn't been able to get my hands on it. So yeah, Untethered Sky by Fonda Lee. It's a novella, it's quite short, it's 150 pages or so, and I read it in like 2 sittings, and because I spaced myself, because if not I will have devoured it in 1 sitting. I do love the story, I do love everything. I will say that if you love the cover and the idea behind this cover, you are going to love the book. We are going to be finding our main character, which is this girl in the cover, Ester. And yeah, I don't want to give many things away because it's a very short novella and I don't want to spoil anything. But we are going to be meeting this main character called Ester. She's a rocker. A rocker is a person that works with a roc. This is this kind of very big bird. And these kind of birds are used to hound manticores. Manticores. I should check how to pronounce certain things before doing my videos, you people. Okay. The thing is that we are going to be undercovering why she wanted to be a rocker in the first place and why she has this stranded relationship with her father. And it all comes tied together very nicely when you keep on reading the story and you begin to see things from her past that have made her the person she is today. I did love the story of having these mythological creatures roaming around in the world. I love that we have this idea of having manticores who are very dangerous because they kill people and they eat people. So we have this kind of organization, the rockers, as I said before, that hunt them. And they use these wild animals, these wild big birds called rocs. And I love this idea that's depicted in the book, that there is this sort of relationships between the rocker and the bird and the roc. But it is repeated during the book more than once that they are wild animals and that the relationship, if they surpass 6 years, I think it was, it's strong and it lasts for a life. But before that, when the birds reach sexual maturity, they can leave the rocker, because it's not like they want to be domesticated, but like kind of not forced to be, but it's like this fine line between not having this bond and this relationship of being unequal, but of trying to dominate something that's wild, that was born free. And and I think I love this idea, and I love how this idea evolves during the book, and I think it's very satisfying and also very helpful in some way to read everything that happens. One thing that I love too is that we have other main characters as well. We have Darius, and he's this guy who has this interest in Ester, but more like if they had met in any other place, maybe they wouldn't even been friends, but they had met in this world, the world of the rockers, and they shared experiences about how to try to domesticate these animals and how to hunt with them and how to kill manticores and all of this, and this kind of bonds them. And I love that we have the relationship between them, but it's not exactly a romantic relationship per se. It's more like this friendship that hints that they care for each other, but it's not like kissy faces, if you know what I mean. It's more like, I wouldn't say platonic, but this kind of relationship that could evolve, but it's like we're friends and we're not brother and sister, but we love in this peculiar different way, which I love because I am all in for different kinds of love and relationships. And also we are going to have this feminine character who we have Ester. She is 100% a rocker. To explain that, she sees this other character as a rocker and also a lady. She gets to play the part of being beautiful, to dress nicely, and this kind of also makes some things happen with their relationship. Yeah, I'm being very vague here, huh? But I do love how these two characters relate to each other and how we are seeing them at the very beginning of the book when they're still young and naive, and then as we keep turning on pages and reading and knowing and going into the future with them, we began to realize that we are going to see these characters being broken and tampered down with life, trouble, pain, and all the things that happen. I mean, I think that all of us, when we are born, we are like this very innocent, naive children, and then as life goes on, we learn and we begin to lose all this innocence. And it's beautiful in a way because you adapt and you survive, but also sad when you begin to see kids losing this magic and this innocence that they have when they're younger. And this is not going to be the same, because we are going to learn that our main character lost this kind of innocence very early on, but we are going to see that loss of innocence that makes her who she is when we began the book, but we also are going to see the evolution from the very beginning of the book to the end of the book. Honestly, I'm in awe that Fonda Lee has written something so magnificent and so different from her Jade trilogy. I have read Zero Boxer and EXO, and I'm amazed by how different everything that she writes is. You read this, it's like this epic fantasy fable thing, full of mythos and lore and things, and it has zero to do with the Jade trilogy, the Jade Bond trilogy. And I love that. I love that every time that I pick one of her books, I know I'm going to get something exciting and different and so well crafted. Because one thing that she has in common in all her books, it's her hard work and the way her books are mesmerizing and throw you into this amazing world building, and where everything is explained, where you have, this is a very short novella, and you have an amazing world building, you have how all the things work very well explained, the different kinds of rocs, the ones in captivity, the ones in the whale, you have info on the manticores, you have info on the king, you have info on the army, you have info on the ruhkers, and she's crammed so many things into this book, which is amazing. So yeah, okay, shutting up, because my review is going to be way longer than this book, and the only thing that I can say is, if you love fantasy, if you love different stories, if you love character-driven stories with amazing backgrounds, with amazing world building, and that are going to sweep you off your feet, pick this one up because it's amazing. Thank you for watching. Bye!